Hey, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jessica and this is Indigo Lightworker Tarot. Today I'm going to do a reading for all the air signs. So if you are an Aquarius, a Gemini, or a Libra, I welcome all of you. I hope you enjoy this reading. We're going to get a reading about the person on your mind. This is general, so just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. I pulled some cards I made from my own deck to get a feel of what's going on with your energy, and I got divine union is incoming, or divine union incoming. Okay, so some of you are going to meet your divine counterpart. And then I got travel is in your future, so some of you will be traveling. And then I got divine intervention, so maybe you've experienced some type of divine intervention. I usually use porn to get off, but I use your pictures. Okay, so you're on someone's mind and they are using you for inspiration here, my air signs. Okay, I've been numb for a while emotionally and you changed that. Okay, so you opened somebody up emotionally here, Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. Okay, you see into my soul and I feel exposed. Okay, so you're able to see through somebody or see them for who they truly are, and they feel exposed. Product of father wounds. So some of you, this could be you or the person on your mind. In the silence, you became aware. Okay. So maybe you're in no contact with the person on your mind. I've made the wrong choice. So the person on your mind feels like they made the wrong choice. Now let's just go ahead and get into the tarot cards and see what's going on in the person on your mind's energy here, air signs. Okay. We've got the Queen of Swords, so this is your energy. Okay. So maybe I feel like you have your defenses up, okay? Maybe you've placed clear boundaries with somebody. You've spoke your truth, okay? We have the Star energy, okay? So maybe the person on your mind, they want to heal y'all's connection, and they're hoping that they can successfully do so, okay? Maybe they're in the process of working on themselves and healing themselves, okay? Maybe they're working through their issues. We have the Eight of Cups, okay? So this person could be walking away from something. The person on your mind. We've got the Three of Swords. So it could be that when you walked away from this person that you broke their heart. Okay, or the person on your mind's walking away from a connection and they're getting a divorce. That could be true. Okay, clarify the Queen of Swords. Okay, you have some type of wish fulfillment incoming for you. Okay, is what I'm getting. Clarify the Nine of Cups, please. Okay. So some of you are going to come into some type of abundant connection. Okay. Or you're just in an abundant energy. Okay. Things are flowing towards you. You're in the receiving energy. You could be a parent at this time. Okay. But something that you wanted is taking shape in your life, is what I'm getting. Okay, clarify the Star, please. The Tower. Okay. I've got the Tower clarifying the Star. Maybe this person sees you succeeding and overcoming things, and it's creating a tower in their life. Okay. Or maybe the fact that possibly you've moved on, okay, and you're working on yourself is creating a tower. What's this tower? But the person on your mind is going through a tower. What's the tower? Okay, they could be a Virgo, or they could be a Leo. Okay, they have some type of they're having some type of epiphany because they've done some soul searching, and maybe something's been revealed to them when they've gone within. Okay, they figured something out. They've studied something about themselves, and they have some type of awareness now. What's the sun? What's the sun? They realize they could be a Gemini. Okay, they've realized that they love you is what's going on. This person now realizes they love you. Okay. And they're seeing you in a whole different light with the Star card. Okay. They're seeing the connection differently than they once did. They're seeing, maybe they understand the connection. Maybe it is a divine connection. Okay. Clarify the Eight of Cups. Okay, this person, I've got the Chariot in reverse. This person is very disappointed with themselves because they let their pride and ego get in the way of y'all's connection. Okay? And possibly that's the reason why you walked away, is because this person was aggressive. They were careless with your connection. Okay, they could have been out of control. Clarify the Chariot in reverse. They could be a Cancer. Okay, whatever is going on with this person, they're not succeeding. Life isn't going well for them. Okay? They feel stuck with, emotionally they feel stuck. Okay? Or they're very saddened. Clarify, they could be a Pisces. Okay? I got the Emperor, clarifying the Moon. So you could have been dealing with an Aries, but this person let fear get the best of them and stop them from taking action towards you or moving forward in your connection. So they could have let fear get the best of them, thinking that that was what was best for them. So they were trying to protect themselves. Okay. And maybe they were standing in there. They thought that that was a power move by letting, well, clarify the Emperor, please. I feel like there's some type of good news or discovery. Okay, what's this good news? What's the Page of Wands? Okay, I've got the Three of Cups. Clarify the Three of Cups. Hierophant. Clarify the Three of Cups more. Okay. I feel like this person is cutting out people that stood in the way of your connection. Okay, because they're trusting their higher self to do so. So they are eliminating people in their life that possibly got in between you two. Okay, and they feel like that's what their intuition is guiding them to do. They could be a Taurus. Clarify the Hierophant. Oh. Oh. Okay. I feel like this person that is on your mind could have had a drinking problem, and now they are attending AA classes to be able to overcome this addiction. Okay? So for some of you, this person is no longer entertaining friends that they used to hang out with and have a good time with. Okay? They are eliminating people in their past that they used to hang out with, okay, and have a good time with, because now the person on your mind is working through, they had a drinking addiction, and possibly they hid this from you, and maybe this was one of the reasons why you walked away from this person, is because they had a social life that they were dealing with. Okay, but now this person is getting help, and they're trying to recover from this drinking problem they have. Okay, so they're working through an addiction, is what I'm getting. An addiction that could have prevented you two from being together, because they didn't want you to know about it, possibly. Or if you did know about it, they didn't want you to judge them, or to try to stop them from doing what they wanted to do. Okay? All right, clarify the Three of Swords, please. Clarify the Three of Swords. We have the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, so your person could be experiencing a divorce when it comes to some type of commitment that they were in. All right? That's what I'm getting. Okay? Clarify the Ten of Pentacles, please. Yeah, and now they're at a crossroads because they're ending some type of commitment. Okay? So your person is trying to decide where they see themselves, what path they should take next. Okay? Clarify the Empress, but you are out here. Okay, there's some type of change with you, is what I'm getting, or possibly this person is going to try to communicate with you. Clarify the Eight of Wands. Okay, there's some type of change when it comes to your stability. Okay, clarify the Four of Wands. Okay, so you could be work focused, or focusing on your work at this time, and something's really taking off for you financially, is what I'm getting. Okay, you could be moving even. So some of you could be moving. You don't have to be, but there's some type of change, possibly with a connection or your home life. Okay, clarify the Eight of Pentacles. You could have met this person at work. The person, oh, you're working through some type of painful ending. Okay, and it could be somebody you shared a home with. Okay, so some of you are ending things, okay, and working through some type of betrayal. Okay, but what's the Nine of Cups for the air signs? What's the Nine of Cups? Okay, so I feel like you're going to receive the love that you want. Somebody is going to give you the love that you deserve. Okay? So in the past, if someone didn't show up for you, well, Spirit is saying with the Nine of Cups, clarifying, so you could meet a water sign, but somebody's going to give you what you deserve when it comes to love. Okay? Somebody's going to fulfill you and satisfy you emotionally, is what I'm getting. Okay? And they are going to treat you like the asset that you are. They are going to really nurture this connection. Okay? They're really going to put forth the effort. Okay? And this could cause a swift change in your life. Okay, and some of you are working through an ending. Okay, but I feel like you have something that you've wanted incoming as well. Okay, is what I'm getting. Clarify the Two of Wands. Okay, so this person's at a crossroads, the person on your mind, and they've had a breakthrough about what they want or where they want to go or some type of new idea. Okay, what's the Ace of Swords? Okay, they're thinking about possibly telling you the truth, or they're clarify the Four of Swords. Okay, I've got the Five of Pentacles. They're thinking about why they abandoned this connection, or they want to tell you the truth about why they could have abandoned the connection. They feel like they owe you the truth. Okay, clarify the Five of Pentacles. I feel like it has to do with, okay, Five of Pentacles. Okay, you could have been dealing with an earth sign. Okay, a Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus. Okay, clarify the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, this person is debating whether or not they should rush towards you and explain themselves. They want to. They're at a crossroads and they're feeling like that that you deserve the truth about possibly why they left you behind. Okay, what does this person want to say? Okay, I feel like they want to tell you that they let pride get in the way, okay, of y'all's connection. They could have been influenced or persuaded by others, or they were under the influence of something when they possibly decided to shut you out of their life, okay? But they are overcoming things, and they are taking back their power when it comes to their life. Okay, they want to tell you that they are overcoming. Okay, and they're finding the power and strength within them to face the things that they haven't faced when it comes to what they're dealing with in their life. Okay, because I feel like this person is deciding to get help for an addiction. Okay, and they are cutting out people in their lives that were encouraging this addiction. Okay, all right, what else does this person want to say? I dropped it at 1818. Okay. I think it was upright. Okay, this person wants to come towards you. Okay, they have a lot of passion for you. Okay, and they want to take action towards you. Okay, and I feel like they're going to be able to do that. They're going to find the courage they're going to work up the courage to be able to speak to you. Okay, and they're going to passionately come towards you. So this person, you're heavily on this person's mind, and they do realize that they do love you. Okay, clarify the Lovers. Okay, and they want to be fair to you. Okay, they want to balance things out with you. Okay, they could be a Libra. What's Justice? Or maybe they realize that their choices have caught up to them. Okay, and they are experiencing justice when it comes to their actions, because they've been operating in a manipulative, dishonest manner. Okay, this person was cold and calculated and weak. Okay, and was trying to control people emotionally. Okay, but also they were shutting people out. Okay, they could have been a fellow air sign, but I feel like this person is receiving the cause and effect for the way that they behaved and the things that they said and did. Okay? All right? So this divorce that they're experiencing, it's their own fault and they know that. It's because of their choices. Okay? So I feel like they are going through legal matters. Okay? And it could be due to their drinking, but also I feel like for a lot of you, they are going through some type of divorce. Okay? All right, let's get what's upcoming for the air signs in love. Okay? What's upcoming? All right. So the Nine of Pentacles. So maybe some of you upcoming will be single. Okay? Or you'll just be financially independent and wealthy. Okay? Upcoming, you could start getting a lot of attention. People are noticing you. You're attracting good things. We have a Four of Pentacles. So upcoming, you could be working on your stability. Focus on making money. Okay, there's some type of change or communication headed your way, and you're going to have to decide what to do when this communication heads your way. Okay, so you might not know what to do upcoming when it comes to some type of communication. Clarify the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, so you freed yourself from something and closed the cycle, or you will upcoming. Okay, and possibly upcoming, you will travel. I did get that in the cards. Okay, or you're going to accomplish something when it comes to work. Maybe you're going to level up in your job position, or you're going to take a better paying job, or you're going to find your dream job upcoming. That could be the case for some of you. Okay, but you've come full circle. And you've closed out, upcoming, you're going to close out things that are no longer for you. Okay, is what I'm getting. You're going to free yourself from things that have been limiting you. Clarify the Four of Pentacles. Okay. So I feel like for a lot of you, you're working on your financial stability, and possibly upcoming, you're going to be guarded. Okay. You're going to be guarded when it comes to your emotions, okay? And you're going to speak up and say what you need to say. And you're going to be honest. And some of you in the future are going to make a decision based more over the facts than you're going to maybe make a decision based on your head over your heart. Okay, clarify the King of Swords. All right, yeah. Well, some of you have some type of soulmate connection coming towards you. Okay? So upcoming, you might meet the one, is what I'm getting. Clarify the Eight of Wands. Okay, somebody from your past wants to communicate with you. Upcoming. Okay? All right. Tell me more about the Eight of Wands. All right, they want to work things out. They want you guys to come together. They might ask you out for coffee or ask you out on a date. Okay? But somebody from your past is going to want to meet up with you and explain things. Okay, clarify the Two of Pentacles. Okay, you're going to have a decision to make when it comes to some type of blessing. There's some type of blessing headed your way. Okay, is what I'm getting. Some type of abundant opportunity. Okay, so some type of abundant financial opportunity is going to land in your lap, and you're going to have a decision to make. So maybe it's going to involve you having to move or take on more responsibility, or it could involve a person. But there's something new, some type of opportunity upcoming for you guys. Okay, clarify the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, Spirit is saying trust in a higher power. If you are religious, when it comes to this opportunity, then you can get the advice of somebody who's been there, done that. Okay, just trust in your higher self when it comes to this opportunity, whether it be a person or whether it be something about work. Okay, and you know, lean on whoever you feel will support you and give you good advice about this opportunity. Okay, you could meet a Taurus. You could meet a fellow air sign. Okay, clarify the Hierophant. All right, so maybe this job will involve you having to move. Okay, it could be you moving to a different country even. Okay, this job could be at a distance from where you are currently. Or this person that you meet, you two might not live in the same area. Okay, but Spirit is saying that you can make progress, and good things are headed your way upcoming. Your ships are going to come in. The law of attraction is at play in your life. Okay, so if you've been manifesting things, then it's all coming your way. Good things are headed your way upcoming, is what I'm getting. Okay, so get ready to receive, because I feel like a lot of blessings are headed your way. Okay, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Okay, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this.